Is there a right way to handle negative terms when factorizing? Turns out there's one key adjustment you need to make. Welcome back to the pyramids of algebra. Each pyramid unlocks a new math skill. Previously, we conquered these lessons, but now we're taking it up a notch and learning how to factorize with negative terms. In this video, you'll learn two essential keys that unlock this process, making it super easy to follow. Let's dive in. Starting with the first key. Do you remember the rules for multiplying and dividing negative terms? Let's revise these skills with a quick activity. Look at this product table. For each column and row, we take the numbers and multiply them. Now for this column, we have 1 times 1, which equals 1, 2 times 1, which equals 2, and 3 times 1, which equals 3. Can you notice I can do the same thing on this row? 1 times 1 equals 1, 1 times 2 equals 2, 1 times 3 equals 3. Hopefully you can see the patterns jump out at you. Now looking at this column, 2 times 2 equals 4, 2 times 3 equals 6. Now looking at the first column, you can see that it is going up by 1s. And the next column is going up by 2s. That means if we follow the patterns, what will be the next pattern? Yes, it should look like this. You can complete each product to confirm if this is correct. So next, looking at this section in grey, what pattern do you notice? Yes, all values will equal 0, since all are multiplying by 0. Next, this section. Following the pattern, we can see that the column is going down by 1s. So to complete the column, we'll have the following. What are the next patterns? The first is going down by 2s. The next is going down by 3s. You may notice that this section, the pattern from right to left, is the exact same as the previous section. Finally, the last section. If we complete the patterns, we notice we'll get positive values. This activity confirms the rules for multiplying positive and negative numbers. When we multiply two positives, we get a positive answer. When we multiply a negative by a positive, doesn't matter the order, we get a negative answer. When we multiply two negatives, we get a positive answer. Remember, the rules for dividing positive and negative numbers are the same as multiplying. Now that we know the skills needed to complete the lesson, let's learn the critical adjustment that is needed in the second key. Here you'll learn the key adjustment needed to factorize expressions with negative terms. These are the style of problems you will see. Notice how all these algebraic expressions, the first term is negative. When factoring an algebraic expression whose first term is negative, include the negative sign in the highest common factor. So after we set up the brackets for each question, then we find the highest common factor of both terms. If the first term is negative, we factor out a negative sign. Then find the highest common factor of the numbers and variables as normal. After we have the highest common factor, we finish the factorization as normal. Let's play a game to make sure that we don't miss this important adjustment. Here are 3 cards. Written underneath each card is an algebraic expression. The game is simple. Place each card in one of the following sections. Section 1. Factor out a negative sign. Section 2. Factor out a positive term as normal. Let's play. Pause the video once you see the card and select the correct section. Round 1. Here is the first card. Here we'll factor out a negative sign since the first term is negative. Round 2. Here's the second card. Here we'll factor out as normal since the first term is positive. Round 3. Here's the third card. Here we'll factor out a negative sign since the first term is negative. You now know all the key information on this concept. However, can you solve all exam style questions? Watch this next video to master questions easily.